Mila was born at 3 pounds, 15 ounces, and her first obstacle really was growing. She has scoliosis and kyphosis. She is vent dependent, but only really at night at this point. She has a trach, and she is small in stature. She has hypermobility and low tone. She had hip dysplasia, so all of that kind of goes into her physicality. Within maybe a week, she's having surgery, and when you have hip dysplasia for a baby, then they put them basically in a full body cast. I asked, is she gonna have a quality of life? And it was like a really scary question to ask, because I was essentially saying, should we do this or let her go? And you know, he's like, we'd be having a different conversation if I didn't think she would have a quality of life. And I just had to trust that. And he was like, you brought her into the hospital because you had an intuition. You agreed to intubate again because you had an intuition. And he's like, I can tell you a lot of things about being a doctor, but I'm always amazed at a parent's intuitions. And he's like, so what is your intuition telling you now?
Obviously, we made strides then moving forward in the hospital with getting her off the vent where she could breathe just out of her trach. And just, I remember when it was for 10 minutes, we were like, holy mackerel. And then it was for 30 minutes, a week later, and then taking her downstairs to the cafeteria or just taking her walks outside, I was like, this is okay, right?
Mila is 5.5 years old, and she's ridiculously smart, and she has a great imagination.
I mean, she walks into every room, introduces herself, smiles, makes sure she says hi to everybody.
She's in ballet, she does gymnastics, she has school 3 days a week, and she has a trach and still uses a vent at night, but compared to where we were a year ago, it's incredible. Anything to make a parent and child's life easier. You have no idea what that would mean. Like, they don't have to travel to Miami, they don't have to travel to Tampa and then be away from their home and being away from their other kids or their support system. And a child and a parent doesn't choose this. But they have to live with it, live through it. So anything that is helpful, whether it's the better technology or more rooms or whatever, I think, it helps the parent get through the days.
If you have the means, it's definitely for a good cause. It's going to a great place. The place is already amazing, the staff is already amazing, so any improvements that can be done on top of that is only going to help other little kids moving forward. We spent so many days in there, and we saw so many kids come and go, and just seeing those kids and seeing them smile when they leave. We met parents that flew from all over the place just to come to this hospital. So I would say that it's going to a good cause, and you're going to help a lot of little kids.